Hey, how y'all doing? Max here, Frozencpu. I hope your families are safe. I hope everything's good with you. Hope you have a job. Fortunately, I do because I work for a great company. Um, yeah. So anyway, it's a weird time. But let's do a video. It's a weird time. Let's do a video. So anyway, this might seem kind of trivial to the veteran water coolers. I apologize for the noise. The heater's on. It's very loud in this warehouse. Hopefully you can hear me. But anyway, I want to talk about doing a simple drain setup. I get this question a lot on the phone and over emails, people trying to build loops, they don't quite get how to set up a drain. We're going to use some basic parts. I have here just a simple Lang DDC with an old Delrin top or acetal, whatever you want to call that, Delrex. Basically DDC with a top, got a bits power res. I'm going to show you a really easy way to hook this up. We're going to use tap water because times are tight and I don't feel like cracking open liquid or deionized water for a simple test like this. Let's get into it. The idea for your drain is actually quite simple. It's going to consist of a few parts. Obviously you're going to have the drain valve, which usually come in this sort of a fashion. And it's the same thing you see in plumbing. All it is a little handle, and inside there's a ball in there. You also hear them called a ball valve because that's sort of like a round ball in there. And that just seals it. I know it's kind of gritty. This is a used part. These are all used parts. Alright, so it's a ball valve. It seals. There is like a little white gasket in there. These don't last forever, and every now and then you'll get a bad one that won't seal. You can't really go by how stiff it is, and the first time you turn this, it can be really hard. I don't know if it matters which way you go. I like to only turn mine the same direction. Anyway, so you're going to need a valve. Now in this case, this is the out on this pump. I'm going to have my drain on the out. So you're going to need a male-to-male fitting. Today we're going to use this Alpha Cool fitting here. You really want to use a male-to-male rotary fitting, but I'm going low-tech just because it's for an example. So you're going to need your valve, a male-to-male fitting, and you're going to need some kind of T-block or a multi-directional connector. Alright, let's see what that looks like. Alright, so back to what I was saying. You're going to want rotary male-to-males preferably. This is a bits power one that's brand new. It's super tight. You're going to want your T-valve here. You can use a 3-way T. This is a 4-way one. What I plan to do is plug off one of the ends. It's always good to have plugs around. Okay, you got your ball valve like we talked about. So here's the out. Here's the out on the pump top. I'm going to go ahead and put our male-to-male rotary in there first. Okay, grab our T-block. Get that on there. Okay, so now this has the ability to spin, and you're going to see why that's important. That can rotate. It's going to make sense in a minute. Boy, the rotary is so strong on bits power that sometimes it unscrews. Okay, so now you're going to need another male-to-male. Now here's the deal. So you have this T-valve. So now you have all these different which ways water can go out. So I don't want water going out this way. Go ahead and block that off. Okay. There's no hole on the bottom. So I want my drain to be here, and then I want my water to go that way. Alright, so this is a non-rotary male-to-male. Alright, so get your male-to-male there. Now we got this baby. Screw him down. Most T-valves are female to female. Alright, so this whole thing can turn. Now, unfortunately, if you want this handle to be up, you'd want this side to also be rotary so you can spin the handle anywhere. That's where I actually like a 3-way connector, and of course now this is so heavy, yeah, perhaps that was a bad choice for this. But anyway, you get the point, and then our fluid is going to go this way. Now it doesn't have to look like this. This is just a very kind of quick and dirty example. Alright, so liquid coming out, it's going to get forced up that way. That's a pretty violent 90, but it's not going to really matter in a standard loop. So you want to keep this closed, and I'll demonstrate all this. And now obviously when you're draining your loop and it's off, you just hit this baby and liquid's going to roll right out. Okay, I would recommend putting a cap on here. You don't have to, but a lot of these will slow drip over time. Alright, so now let's stick the reservoir on. Alright, now I don't see a lot of people use these anymore, but this is what's called a coupler. And all it is these two things just go together like that. Ooh, this one's nice and tight. And it's very good for coupling a reservoir to a pump top. Alright, so we'll stick that right there. Actually, I think I'll do it the other way. I think I'll put the female end on the bottom. This is a very cheap way to build a pump res combo. Alright, now our huge reservoir here. Okay, we're going to do that. Now you could use a very low profile male-to-male fitting like that one to do this too. But let's try the old coupler. That'll couple right in on there. And boom, you now have a pump res combo. Right. Okay. In fact, I think I'm going to switch to a smaller reservoir just so we can see it on the video. Alright, so let's switch to this little, I think this is a 100, maybe a 150. Now with Bits Power reservoirs, when you screw these babies together, make sure that is real nice and snug, because that is one of the weak points of these, they do leak. Alright, this is a Bits Power aqua pipe. That's going to be a return. Now normally on a reservoir like this in your loop, again this is a quick and dirty, you'd want other ports so you can fill. So they're just going to unscrew it and fill it. I'll show you that. Okay, there's our coupler. Boom, pump res combo right there. Now in your computer case, all you'd have to do would be to screw those down and you'd be set to go. Old school. Alright. So I'm going to go ahead and get some plumbing, get some water, and I'll continue to demonstrate. Let's fill this baby up. Got a rotary fitting so we can easily unscrew this cap here. That's a pretty loose fitting. Okay. Gonna go ahead and load in some water. Okay. We'll close that up. I guess theoretically you could fill your loop this way with a rotary fitting, but I would recommend having another port on the top to make it a lot easier. And again, make sure these Bits Power caps are nice and tight. Now for those of you wondering, you really only need the loop filled up to your aqua pipe, right? Just a little bit past it. Without it, you're going to get a ton of bubbles, which you're going to see as the air comes out of here. There'll be lots of bubbling and crazy stuff going on, and it's actually louder too. The more the more full your reservoir is, while I can't talk today, the quieter it'll be. Alright, let's plug this pump in and see if we get any leaks. Alright, so if you ever hear that sound, I'll play it again right now. That means your DDC is probably dead, so you're going to want to change it before it blows up. Anyway, so we're going to go ahead and switch that. We're going to put in a new motor. We're going to try this again. So these are the stock laying houses. If you buy this from SwiftTech, it'll say SwiftTech right there, and other places, you know, because all they do, if you don't already know, which I'm sure most of you know, SwiftTech, Coolants, XSPC, i.e. this pump right here, they're all just Lang pumps. Alright, see XSPC put their junk on it there. It's empty here. Lang actually makes them like that, so you can put your logo on it. They're all the same, there's just a few variations of speed and power consumption and connector types. But anyway, so we'll break this housing. Okay, you do get some, I think those are 3/8 inch barbs. Alright, this does come with an O-ring, but it's stuck on there. We're going to leave it. We're going to reuse the pretty green O-ring. Alright, whenever you get a new pump, and if you look at these impellers, they always look dirty and crappy right out of the box. That's actually a pretty good example. But I get here all the time, people say, oh, my D5 looks used. It's not used. It's just how they look right out of the box. Go ahead and grab this O-ring. Alright. So DDC top. Put that right on there. And screw her down. There we go. Alright, now like I was saying, you want to be filled up to that Aqualink pipe as much as you can. In fact, I know the heater's right on now, so you can't hear anything but whooshing. Anyway, you'll get a very bubbly and noisy pump, as you can see. Once you fill past this little port here, that all goes away. You get a quieter pump, you get less bubbles, less problems. Anyway, so that's a real cheap way to build a pump res combo. You just need a little male-to-male fitting right there. You can fit any reservoir of the G and a quarter bottom right on. Alright, so you got this drain set up. Let's say this is your loop spinning and it's time to drain it. This is what you do. Drain valve here, you pop this cap off if you have one. Alright, you're going to want to get yourself a spare fitting. It can be a compression fitting, a barb, doesn't matter. You just want something. Now again, you probably want to do this with the loop off, although you can burst the loop on and off with your power supply to kind of force some of the water out of it. Alright, take your drain tube, just some junky whatever tubing on there, pop that on. I'm going to wet the tip of this so it slides on easier. A little spit on there, spit on it. Alright. Okay, now there's plenty of air in the loop. So when I hit my drain plug, boom. There we go. All drained out. You can close your valve. You can wiggle the case around, get any loose water, open it up again, drain it again, blah, 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 blah. You get the idea. Okay, and then when you're done, you can just take this off. You can unscrew it if you want, however you like. Okay. There you go. Cap that up, drip a little water, and that's it. Alright guys, if you have any questions, comments, or concern, please let me know, and have a great day.